Hello, I am Jim Strawn. I am on site at one of my favorite restaurants of all time. I am here at Mi Cocina de Amor with my good friend, the owner of the restaurant, Frank Gonzales. Frank, how are you?
Good. How are you, Jimmy? Good to see you.
I'm great. It's always great to be seeing your restaurant. This is your fourth year now, right?
Yes.
How things going?
Things are going fabulous. You know, you're here often enough.
I'm here often enough. That's
right.
why I said it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about the history. You've been in the business for a while now, right?
Well, we've been here for going on 5 years. 5 years in December on the west side. So yeah, we've seen a lot of growth here. We're I think one of the first businesses really to pop up with a new regrowth in this side of town.
We call this area the Elk City of the west side of Charleston, West Virginia, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
It's really growing, isn't it?
It's growing a lot right
love
now.
What's happening
there's
here.
a lot of community involvement, a lot of new businesses popping up, a lot of new opportunities here.
Mi Cocina de Amor. What does that stand for? How'd you come up with the name?
Mi Cocina de Amor stands for My Kitchen of Love in Spanish, and really it's about our whole theme here. You know, our whole formula is just about cooking with love, small batch cooking. Put a lot of emphasis on the quality, the presentation, just the whole atmosphere here, kind of based on something like that.
You've grown up in the restaurant business, is that right? So you're naturally comfortable in the kitchen. You're the chef. You're the bottle washer. You're the social media guy. You're the marketing guy. You're the owner. You're the proprietor. You're running the small business. Talk a little about how everything that you've done has prepared you to do what you're doing today from your childhood up. And where are you from, Frank? You know, how you prepared to get where you are today.
Sure. Well, I started in Tucson, Arizona. My grandfather started restaurants.
So you're from Tucson, Arizona.
Correct.
Nice.
In 1947, we had restaurants in Tucson for almost 50 years. So when I was born, we had 4 restaurants at the time, and I started working in them when I was about 8 years old, just old enough to really be able to do anything. And I worked in them until my early mid-20s, which at that point I stopped working in the restaurant business until I got here. But when I moved here and realized the demand for authentic Mexican food, I knew that the type of food we made there would work here, and I was excited to bring it to the region.
You call your food here authentic Mexican food, right? What's the menu look like, and what are some of the fan favorites, and what do you like to prepare?
Well, Sonoran style Mexican food. There's a lot of different varieties. Just like in the States, you know, Mexican food is regional. A lot of different types of Mexican food from central Mexico down. So northern Mexico, the state of Sonora, is the type of Mexican food we make. A lot of fresh seafood plates. We're mostly known for our tacos, soft tacos, fish tacos, shrimp tacos, mahi-mahi, your favorite.
Folks ask me all the time, Jimmy, what do you have there? And I go, I don't know what the menu looks like. I have mahi-mahi tacos twice a week down here.
Sure.
So there's other things on the menu, right, besides tacos.
There's a lot of things on the
tacos are
menu.
popular, right?
You know, we sell a lot of tacos. We sell a lot of traditional Mexican favorites, enchiladas. We make everything from scratch. You know, I did create the menu myself, but at this point in the business, I'm so busy. Really, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that do most of that heavy lifting these days, besides myself.
Well, I mean, I know you do a lot for the business, and your wife is involved as well. I want to give her a little shout out as well.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Julia's super busy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both so busy at this point running this business and running the business aspect of it that we're not. I personally don't have a lot of time to be in the restaurant running the restaurant portion of it anymore because it's gotten so busy that we've had to bring in managers to handle that part. My sons are both here now.
I will say your sons are here.
Yeah.
They're in the restaurant business. They were up in New York City, and you brought them here. It was their choice to come here, but isn't that nice having the family here? And your sons are really
you have
good.
no idea.
Yeah.
They were both in last week covering for people on vacation, and to see them in here working and doing their thing, you know, carrying on the tradition of what we do, which would make them 4 generations, and that really was a touching thing for me.
And they're going to be real involved with this new thing. You got some growth going on right across the street there on Washington Street. Talk about what that is, what the name of that is, and how exciting that is, and what's going on.
Sure, Gonzo Burger. You know, it's a concept that my boys and I collaborated with and came up with. It's an upscale craft burger, craft beer spot in where the old Chris's Hot Dogs used to be, which the building itself is one of the more remarkable spots in town, really. It's like 20-foot high ceilings and a beautiful bar. Probably seat about 80, 90 people. And it's going to be an amazing location.
From what I understand, you're keeping the integrity of the ceilings and some of the authentic work that was done. It was built.
Yeah, absolutely. We're keeping the
ago.
bar, we're keeping the floor, we're keeping the booths, we're keeping the tin ceiling. You know, we're going to update everything. We're building a state-of-the-art kitchen. We've torn out the back of the building. We're building a brand new kitchen in the back. We're putting in 2 ADA-compliant restrooms. We're going to make it the type of place that will accommodate a real busy lunch service like we do here, but also transition into a really nice, you know, type of a casual upscale type dining experience in the evening.
Frank, we love how you've really entrenched yourself and you become such a fabric of the community soul here, and you really believe in Elk City, you believe in your restaurant, you're growing, you got the Gonzo Burger, you got your boys here now. You're really involved in making Charleston better and West Virginia better. You're really involved in the community. What drives that? And talk about some of the things that you like to get involved in when it comes to making our community thrive.
Well, for me, it's the people. You know, when I moved here and opened the restaurant, I started meeting so many great people that were all so involved, you know, with different things. I mean, look at last year what we did with the flood relief.
Right.
You remember that? It was
We
just a
raised
year
tens
ago.
of thousands of dollars.
We raised $43,000
Yes.
in a couple of weeks. And the day that, you know, I came to you and asked you to let me get on live on the Levy stage, you did. We raised
Absolutely.
$4,500 that day.
Isn't that something?
Just because we walked around with buckets in the crowd.
Yeah.
So really, for me, my success here and my growth has been based on the relationships that I've you know, created here with people, because the people here are what make this city what it is.
Absolutely. We're talking with Frank Gonzales, the owner of Mi Cocina de Amor. Their website is wvmexicanfood.com, wvmexicanfood.com. Frank, any parting shot from you, something maybe you want the audience to know that I haven't asked you?
Not really. Just you know, support your local independent restaurants, support Elk City, support your local proprietors.
Very good.
You know, that's really important.
Frank, best of luck in the future.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Mi Cocina de Amor and Gonzo Burger, Frank Gonzales right here. We're signing off. Take care now.